Hi, this is Guy speaking. This is the fourth video demo of our CancerStat platform, and it will focus on the hot topics on the service and also on the clinical trials. It will be 5 to 10 minutes in length, and it will be very informal, um, mainly because we'll be updating these video demos during the raise period. So if we just scroll down on the left-hand side navigation here, we go to the hot topics. We click on that and it drops down, and here you can see the various hot topics that we are tracking information on that are um, to do with cancer. There are a few other things there as well. Like there's obviously the couple of topics to do with COVID-19, um, and the odds thing like medical cannabis, which is obviously very topical with regards to helping to alleviate some of the pain that can be caused. So, looking down through the hot topics here, let's have a look at, for example, oncology. If we click on oncology, the page will refresh, and here we have all of the news articles where oncology is mentioned. Obviously, the most recent news article up at the top here. Underneath each headline, you always have the source, date, and time, and the percentage relevance as to how relevant the article is to the subject, which, of course, in this case is oncology. And everything above 70%, like with the rest of the service, the percentage number is in red. Scrolling down again, wide selection of sources that we have here. And if we just scroll back up and have a look at the top 100 links for everything to do with oncology, we will see here the top linked companies to do with oncology and the top linked drugs as well. So if we just scroll down, um, you can click on any of these companies or any of these drugs and see the most up-to-date news on them. Or if you wanted to see the company name or the drug mentioned with oncology, you click on the number in question with regards to the actual term as well, whether it be 1 month, 6 months, or 1 year. But again, it gives you good ideas to the number of drugs that we're tracking information on, and also the number of companies as well. Let's have a quick look then. If you have a quick look at that's all news articles to do with the FDA. But if we just go back again, we can have a look at uh, if we want to see the 146 news articles where the FDA has been mentioned with oncology over the last month. We click on that, and here we have top link stories, oncology and FDA last month, and here we have the news articles below featured. Okay, percentage relevance again, of course, you can see here. Let's have a look at one more. Let's have a look at chemotherapy. If we click on that, page refreshes all of the news articles where chemotherapy has been mentioned. Of course, you have percentage relevance as to how relevant the article is to the subject, which of course is chemotherapy. And again, looking down through this, various sources listed, as you can see, a lot of news articles. We're only just down here on the 15th of April, which is yesterday. So a large number of news articles there. If we just scroll back up, let's have a look at the top 100 links for that. Obviously, you could switch yourself on for a daily chemotherapy report if you wanted. So if we just click on that, the way you do that is you put a little tick in the daily box, press the submit button, it would go straight through to your inbox. And if we have a look at the latest news, which we've looked at, top 100 links, we'll see the top 50 companies and the top 50 drugs mentioned with anything to do with chemotherapy. So if we scroll down here, FDA obviously is usually high up on these lists to do with cancer. But again, a lot of the pharmaceutical companies whose names you recognize, and then also the top linked drugs mentioned here as well. So it's all very thorough, as you can see. If we just scroll back up. And I think that's basically the hot topics covered. We have some of the other areas as well, obviously like chemo brain tracked here, and we can always add hot topics as well when requested to. If we click on the clinical trials, the latest news, this is just basically the feed for all news to do with clinical trials, and it's real time. So basically, you could come here every morning to see all of the most recent clinical trials news articles which the platform has pulled in. Click on the email subs here. You could receive it in the form of a daily email as well by putting a little tick in the daily box here, pressing the submit button like that. Okay. Or if, of course, an email alert if you want to receive every single one. Always have the percentage relevance as well, as you can see, which is very important. If you have a look at the top 100 links for clinical trials, and you'll see here the top 50 companies and the top 50 drugs linked with anything to do with clinical trials. So, and again, these stats and figures are continually updated. So it's a huge amount of work and programming that's gone into all of this. So there we go. That is those two areas tracked. The next one will be on other illnesses over here. So all that's left is for me to say thanks for getting to the end of this short video demo, and we'll see you a bit later.